What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 18 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 18 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $180 just yesterday. Another member who won $125 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group. And I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. All right, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is Herbert Jones, and this one is for 16.5 points, revs, and assists, and this one is for more. Now, when we look at Herbert Jones, we've actually seen him going on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, as you all know, OKC are a very good team, but they also do rank 11th in points allowed. They rank 18th in assists allowed, and also rebounds allowed. They do rank 23rd. So the only thing they rank pretty high in is that points category, but we still like the over for someone like Herbert Jones, especially since he was able to go on the over in that first game. I think a big reason for this is due to the fact that Oklahoma City are a very fast-paced team. We tend to see a lot of pace and a lot of volume in this game, and because of that, we are expecting the over for this situation here. Herbert Jones is a fantastic player, and he has been very red hot as of recent, and we think it will continue on into this next matchup, especially against this Oklahoma team who don't really rank too well in revs and assists specifically. So Herbert Jones, 16.5 points, revs, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. So next player we're going to be talking about is none other than Triple J. Now supposedly his actual name to say his name is Jaime Jaquez. Now I'll just say the American way where people say Jamie Jaquez. So Jamie, you know, the American way of saying it, 23.5 points, revs, and assists, and this one actually is for less. Now, when we look at Triple J, we've actually seen him going on the under in 1 out of the last 5 games, but they do face off now against the Boston Celtics. As you all know, Boston Celtics are a very tough team. They do rank 5th in points allowed. They also rank 5th in assists allowed and rebounds allowed, guys. The Boston Celtics also rank 14th. So a little bit lower in that rebounding category, but we still like the under for this situation here, as Boston do rank very high in all categories. On top of this, Boston are not just a great defensive team, but they are also a very slow-paced team, which definitely causes a lot of problems and less volume for someone like Triple J to go on the over. So that's the reason why we do like the under here. Although he was able to go on the over in the most recent game, he only just made it over by 0.5, and we are expecting a different sort of strategy from Boston coming into this next game. Because of that, you know, Triple J, although he does have a pretty decent usage rate, he doesn't have that high of a usage rate compared to other players in either points, rebounds, and assists. And that's another reason why we do like the under for this one. So Triple J, or Jamie Jaquez Jr., for 23.5 points, revs, and assists for less, I think is a great pick. So getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about Trey Murphy. So we're going to be talking about Herbert Jones' teammate, Trey Murphy. Now, he's actually have a great pick here with points, revs, and assists for 25.5, and this one actually is for more. Now, he has gone on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Oklahoma City Thunder, like we mentioned before. So we did mention OKC's ranking, and we have the same reasoning for, you know, Trey Murphy that we do have for also, or we did have for Herbert Jones. We are expecting a very fast-paced game. OKC don't really rank too high as well, but on top of that, if you also look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies actually have him favored to go on the over as well. So we are really liking that, and we are expecting the over for this situation here. Trey Murphy III is not only just a great player, but he does have a pretty decent usage rate for this New Orleans Pelicans team, and we are expecting a similar outcome in this next one. So this one's kind of a no-brainer to us, like Herbert Jones's one. So Trey Murphy, 25.5 points, revs, and assists for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Jayson Tatum. So Jayson Tatum, this one is a star pick, which is a great one, but this is another guy's points, rebounds, and assists, another PRA, 40.5. However, this one actually is for less. Now look at Jayson Tatum. We've actually seen him go on the under in 4 out of the last 5 games. They do face off against the Miami Heat, who do rank 3rd in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 14th, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 11th. So they rank pretty high in all categories, and because of that, the reason why we do like the under for this situation is the Miami Heat tend to really focus in on stars and really try to restrict as much offense as possible from those stars. Jayson Tatum being the main guy for Boston Celtics, we are liking the under for this situation. And I did go on the over in the most recent game, or in game 1, while we think Miami are definitely going to hit this, Boston team and also Jayson Tatum in general with a definitely different, defensive strategy. We all know Spoelstra really loves his defensive strategies, and because of that, we are expecting a different outcome in this next game. On top of that, we also look at Tatum. His average over the last 5 is 33.6. He may have just been feeling it in that most recent game against Miami, but we are expecting a different outcome in this game too. So because of that, we do like the under for this situation, and the bookies also agree with us as well. So Jayson Tatum, 40.5 points, rebs, and assists for less, I think is a fantastic pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So our first player is none other than Kristaps Porzingis, who's been averaging 18.2 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the last 5 games. So he has done a fantastic job for none other than the Boston Celtics. And the Boston Celtics, like we mentioned before, do face off against the Miami Heat. So Miami Heat, we just recently talked about, where they rank 3rd in points allowed. Also, when it comes to assists allowed, 14th. And on top of that, guys, rebounds allowed, 11th. However, we do like the over for this situation here, as Miami actually do a very poor job at defending the center position. And because of that, we are liking the over for Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps has a pretty high usage rate in all departments. I think assists is probably his least one out of these three, the main 3, the points, rebs, and assists. But we still like the over for this situation here due to the fact that, Miami don't really rank too well at guarding centers. So definitely keep an eye out for Kristaps. We definitely are liking him to go on the over, especially in this game too. Like I mentioned before, we tend to see a lot of the big names in their teams actually have a higher usage rate, and we are expecting that from KP in this second game. Now in game 1, he did have 18, 4, and 1, but we are expecting a little bit bigger numbers from this game too, so definitely expect that, in this next one. So because of that, guys, keep an eye out for Kristaps Porzingis' line. If it is under these averages, definitely look to go on the over, because I think that'd be a lot of great value there. Now getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Chet Holmgren. So as you all know, Chet is a great player who's been averaging 14.8 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks. Now he's expected to play in this next game against the New Orleans Pelicans. Now as you all know, New Orleans Pelicans do rank 8th in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, it's actually surprising because they rank 17th, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 8th. So they rank a little bit lower in the assist category. Points and rebs, they do rank a little bit higher. Now we are actually expecting the under for this situation here for Chet Holmgren. Now the reason being is that when it comes to Chet, although he is a great player, we are expecting a higher usage rate from other players such as SGA, who does take a lot of the usage rate out of all 5 players for that Oklahoma City Thunder team. Now in the most recent game, he was able to get 15, 11, and 2, but you do have to remember, guys, there are games where people get lucky, and he did have a pretty hot hand and a lot of opportunities, but on the regular, we tend to see New Orleans Pelicans do a very good job at defending the center position, and the fact that they also do rank pretty high in points and rebs, assist a little bit mid-tier, but either way, they do rank pretty high when it comes to defending in general, and because of that, we are expecting the under for this game too. Like I always mention, you're always going to take everything by a game-by-game basis, especially when it comes playoff time, and although he did have a good performance in game 1, we are expecting a different performance in game 2. So keep an eye out for the under here, guys. If the line is too close to these averages, definitely look to go on the under. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Jonas Valanciunas. So Jonas Valanciunas has been averaging 10 rebounds, 9.6 points, and 1.6 assists. He's done a great job for the New Orleans Pelicans, and like we mentioned before, they do face off against Oklahoma City Thunder. Now when it comes to OKC, what I really do like for this is to see Jonas actually be able and should be able to go on over on the rebounding sector. The reason being is that OKC are a very fast-paced team, which definitely leads to a lot of volume, and Jonas is definitely out there, and his highest usage rate today is definitely the rebounding department. If you see game 1, he was able to get 20 rebounds on top of that 13 points. Now I do still see a lot of value in him going on the over in points and assists as well, but if there was one I would like to focus on, it would definitely be rebounds, due to the fact that Jonas has a very high usage rate in that department. So definitely keep an eye out for that, guys. I definitely think he has a lot of value to definitely go on the over here, especially, you know, with the way he has been playing and the way he did play in that game 1. So definitely keep an eye out for Jonas. If his line is under these averages, definitely look to go on the over there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.